What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. This is weird. Happy Saturday, everybody. But I have to talk about this because it happened since the initial days of September. And I'm wearing the proper cap for it because something really strange happened in Panama from a kid who goes by Kin Panama on TikTok. Allegedly, because we don't know if this is 100% real or not, but it's already going viral and it looks really weird and interesting. So, allegedly, this kid recorded how a meteorite fell on Panama, and he got the little meteorite that initially looked like sort of a potato. It was initially like silvery, and then it changed color as if it was some kind of a root. And then he started like experimenting with it, and something started growing to the point where it grew into like a black sort of blob that moves. I don't know if this is real again, but I think it's really interesting and we're going to keep digging into it. But I have a video for you guys that you guys can check out that is in English. So from the account Mario 1973 on X. So here it is. Check it out.
Early September, a meteor crashed in Panama. This TikToker, Kin Panama, documented this. First off, I want to say thanks to Kin for giving us the opportunity to see this firsthand and documenting it so clearly. You know, this man has a well-standing profile. He posts about normal things for years and all of a sudden starts posting this footage. I don't have any reason to believe it's AI. What started to grow off of this meteor had life reactions to it, or has life reactions to it. It moves. It's not feeding off anything. It's not getting air. He's kept it in the dark for the most part. He has put it out in the sun. It doesn't seem to affect it. The crash site here is what's really got my attention. It glows phosphorescently or luminescently rather around the site, which is interesting because we find all this luminescent and phosphorescent stuff out of Mexico. And, you know, it's not something that's common in our world. So it's very interesting to see it in this fashion with no blacklight stimulation whatsoever. I would be curious to see what a blacklight would do to this area for sure. So as he continued, you know, every day posting the progress of what this thing's doing.
What the hell? That's moving.
He's posted, you know, dozens of videos. I think there's close to 20 videos of this. I'm posting some here to bring awareness to this.
Don't touch it. Have you not seen Venom? If that's a symbiote, you could potentially even get infected with something. And I'm not kidding. If this is real, why would you touch it or handle it under those conditions? You need protective gear, man.
To try to get people to go to TikTok and follow this man to keep up with this. You know, a lot of people reached out to him and asked for, you know, biological samples so they could put it into the lab and see what the heck we're dealing with. You know, the curiosity is very high on this.
Oh, and Ken is sending samples to a lot of people. He's like cutting up the piece of blob that grew from that rock and he's sending it to different labs, allegedly.
However, I feel that the danger is also very high if that's the case. He thought it was a plant to begin with. And here we are, you know, as it continues to grow and he continues to post it, they're starting to call it venom. It looks like a black something.
Look at that thing. There's another video where it's like standing or something like that and moving. It's,
you know, black goo of some form, but it's got definite life form. It moves and you know, it was just staying on the meteor and you know, flexing its little tentacles and things of that nature for many days. He started to take samples for scientists. He had the bravery to go in and start cutting these things and creating these samples in these jars, which seem to still have life form. They could be like clones. They may regrow or regenerate. The fact that it's not eating and provides such a life form is very interesting. You know, when the meteor came out, before anything was growing off of it, he had a plant on his desk and it literally killed the leaf that it touched, and or that it was close to. And so he did multiple other tests and showed us that this thing just literally will eat the biological material and burn it up. So as you can see, this thing continues to grow, and this is after he's taken samples off of it. Quite bizarre.
This is wild.
I really am speechless. However, doing the work that I do, I know there's a lot of disclosure issues. You can see it with our congressional hearings. You can see it with the Nazca mummies finally making it to certain mainstream profiles like Jesse Michaels and Joe Rogan. People are starting to take the Nazca mummies more.
Look at how it's moving.
Seriously. I don't know how to even take this. The fact he's touching.
Don't touch it. What the hell are you doing, man?
This with his hand here, it creeps me out, to be honest. I mean, this needs to be in a very secure area. This could be an invasive species. You know, scientists have predicted that certain octopus and life forms on Earth, they just showed up here one day. They feel that they may have came by meteor or asteroid, which in this case, I mean, it's it is what it is. You can see the thing has separated itself from the meteor. It is now a functional life form. Still seems to be gripping onto it, but has detached itself also.
This is wild.
So I don't know if the ambient radiation, gamma rays, electromagnetic frequencies, whatever this thing's producing that killed the plants, could be feeding the life form here. I'll be anxious to see what the scientists come up with that he's shipping it to. I pray for all of their safety. I pray for our safety on this, as it could be an invasive species that we are unaware of. And he may have just cloned it dozens of times and sent it all over the world, making it, you know, potentially something that could cause us a threat. Seeing how fast it grows, the fact it got off of the tray in the safe, closed in there, moved the glass lid off of there, and moving the meteor around. It's obviously got some strength already, which is insane to me. So I highly recommend that you go follow this account, Kin Panama, and tell him thank you for at least giving us the opportunity to try to understand this. I feel it's a huge warning to us all, considering we've been seeing the.
Look at the dogs freaking out. Like, what the hell is that, man? Dogs can feel, man.
Look things that we've been seeing with drones and UAPs, or whatever you want to call these flying orbs and different things over the White House.
That's massive. What the hell? It's been less than 15 days since that thing landed here.
Over assassination attempts all over the place. China, Russia, Bolivia, Colombia. I see it everywhere. Mexico for sure. You know, and obviously we see depictions of a lot of this stuff on the pieces from Mexico. Not this specifically, though. This one here definitely takes the cake, and I'll keep up on it as well, because there's not really any Instagram coverage of it, and we'll go from there. Say a prayer for this man and for us as a society, because this thing looks like the real deal. Till next time.
This was taken by Alien Carvings. This whole explanation, I'm going to leave a link in the description for his Instagram account. And I'm going to leave a link in the description for the Kim Panama account.
Kept it in the dark for the most part.
But man, this is pretty wild.
Yes.
Let me show you where it's walking, because this is so creepy. This is it. Look.
Hoy vino unas personas que me contactaron y parece que son especialistas en esto.
They're specialists in this. Is it standing? Don't touch it, man. What the hell? What are you doing? Look at that. Why does it make that movement? That's creepy as hell. Holy crap, bro.
Aquí en esta casa. Lo malo que no salieron todo el día y no, tengo que tener todo tapado porque aquí no puede entrar la luz.
So he said that the light can't come in for some reason, and he wants to keep everything covered. I don't know what's going on. Look at him touching it there. That's so dangerous. He has no clue. That's such a risk. I'm going to leave a link in the description for Mario's account as well, because he's the one who posted it on X. But let me know, what the hell do you think this is? And do you think it's smart what this guy's doing? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's even real, but it looks real. So give me all your explanations to what this might be, if it's real. If you're like a biologist, microbiologist, and you have expertise on this stuff, or if you think that it's not real, if you have like a proper explanation to what this is, it doesn't seem like it's AI, but it may be. I don't know. It's just really striking. I don't know if you agree. Let me know in the comments. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That's all you need to do in order to help us, and it is what helps us the most. So thank you. But if you want to support us in other ways, there's a few links down there you can choose from. You can become a member in YouTube, or you can support us through KGRA. Anything you choose to do is always appreciated. So thank you. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, stay curious and inquisitive like Kim Panama, but please be careful. Don't touch shit you don't know with your bare hands. That's dangerous. Still, always. Bye.